Good morning, good evening, wherever in the world you are, but good morning if you're in UK and happy Monday. So today for my 12 days resilience, I'm talking about C for curiosity. So how often do we stay curious as a leader? Because it's the absolute way we innovate. So often, unfortunately, we desperately want guarantees. We want certainty. Certainty is the opposite of curiosity. We want to be in control and we want all things to go smoothly, which obviously in reality rarely does. So, curiosity is a way to open up our vision, our thoughts, our ideas. So, the opposite of curiosity is that judgment, criticism, and comparison. We spend so much time, if we're not careful, in judgment, criticism, and comparison of ourselves and of others. And that blocks off all creativity and curiosity. And so our ego, our gremlins are there to protect us. Don't do that work because it might not be nice. Don't do your tax return. You might not like it. The procrastination all comes from a place of fear. And I know at the moment, probably all of you, like me, have got lots of deadlines to complete in the next couple of weeks before we break for Christmas. And so when we're under a huge amount of pressure and stress, that blocks off all our creativity because we're on this massive treadmill trying to achieve as much as we possibly can. So as we start approaching the last 2 weeks, this is where curiosity can make such a difference. The power of the pause. You hear me talking a lot about the power of the pause. Because I guarantee when you go into a situation with curiosity, you can find out all sorts of ways to solve an issue that you wouldn't be able to do if you're coming from that place of judgment, criticism, and comparison. So, ego is all there to protect us. And unfortunately, that is the judgment, criticism, comparison that I've just said. Our intuition is our greatest sat nav. That knows all the answers. It's our biggest cheerleader. It's our biggest self-compassion within us. And it's our biggest way to have where that curiosity comes from. So when you have a moment where you're not quite sure what to do, this is the power of the pause, to allow your intuition to bubble up, to allow your intuition to come up with some answers that you might never, ever have thought of. So my tip for you today is have a think about when a situation comes up, what's the story you're making up? Because that story might not be true. What assumptions are you making up, which also might not be true? And what don't you understand about a situation? And that's if you move on away from all that into curiosity of what is the story beneath the story? What's really going on here? How do I want to show up? What do I want to achieve? Asking yourself the what and the how questions, because they increase that curiosity. They're expansive. The why, unless it's about our vision and purpose, comes from a place of judgment and completely shuts us down. So today, I encourage you in these short couple of minutes I'm sharing with you, as we talk about curiosity, just ask yourself the how and the what questions and see where your curiosity leads you. The other great thing about curiosity is when we're in that expansive energy of curiosity, we can't feel stressed because we're opening ourselves up to possibility opposed to shrinking ourselves down into stress and anxiety. So, in summary, power of the pause, be curious, and by being curious, how you're curious is ask yourself the what and the how questions. What am I assuming? What do I need to find out that I don't understand? And what else might be true? And if you want to know more, as always, in the bottom is my scorecard. It's a quiz diagnostic, takes 2 minutes to complete. And I'd love to hear from you. And then I can give you some tips personal to you. So have a day full of curiosity, a great Monday, and I'll see you tomorrow. Take care. Bye.